Welcome everybody to What's Up Bolts. I know everybody probably has had a rough couple of hours, but hey, the Chargers get it done. They end up getting the win against the Cincinnati Bengals. A lot of craziness happened. We'll get into all of it. This is going to be a interesting show because I do not know what mood Dan and Daygo is in. I haven't spoken to him, but you know what? Let's skip the intro. I have to get on the road to go back to San Diego, but let's just get him in here and let's see what his thought is.
I'm not okay. I am not okay, Frau. I am barely. You know what? We're lucky we had the little delay. Sorry, we're a little late out here. Obviously, Frau was busy in the locker room trying to get content. And everything
I'm sweating.
Yeah, I could tell. He's been running 40-yard dashes over there. I'm glad we took a little break because I was so effing irate after the game. Frau, I couldn't see straight. I was so pissed. You know, it's one thing, and I was thinking about this before we came on. Okay, It's one thing. I would rather lose 1,000 times like we did against, and I say we, I'm going to put on the Homer hat for a little bit. Not him. He's the reporter. He just covers the team. But I would rather lose 1,000 times like we did against Arizona and against Pittsburgh, where it's just stuff isn't clicking. It's not looking good, this, and that, and that. You know what I mean? And you kind of get into it's year one. They don't have the players they want, that type of thing. Then ever again experience this charging crap, Frau. I was about to have a stroke. I was about to say, this is not the shit I signed up for. I'll tell you that. I did not sign up for this type of horse manure again. You know, luckily, someone said in the comments, shout out, last year they would have lost this. 2 years ago, they would have lost this. 3 years ago, they would have lost it. 4, 5, 6 years ago, they probably would have lost this. But, this can't happen again. My God. I was about to call out tomorrow and just get drunk tonight, Frau, if they would have lost. I was not happy with what I was watching right there.
Dan, and see, the problem that happened is the Chargers got off to that big they honestly, Brett, he's asking where was the Gus of last week. For some reason they went away from the run game, and I was really surprised by that because I thought in the second half they're gonna calm it down, they're gonna relax, and they're gonna try and put this away with the running game, and that's not what they did. They came out and Justin throw. Tommy with a good one.
Shout out. But you know what's the craziest part to me? You get the ball back with a minute 30 left. A minute 30 left, and you just sling it to go 3 and out. Yeah. You had 3 timeouts or 2 timeouts. You still could have ran your whole offense. The game was tied. Why are you trying to get chunk plays? I couldn't believe that.
They asked Herbert to do too much tonight with the limited weaponry that he has. If this was Herbert, I think you need to scoot up because I keep on seeing half of your chin. Either you got lipo and they're taking away half of your chin.
It's because the mic's
the microphone.
Okay. I'm in your room. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So
that's why. Wait, maybe I'm the invisible man now.
Yeah, I know, for real. So the crazy part about the whole thing though is that they I don't understand why they went away from it. And again, Herbert doesn't have these weapons. They don't have these. They don't have the weapons to be able to do stuff like this. And I get it. Queen's had a good.
Don't bring up that name to me right now. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. Bring up that one. Yeah, bring up that one.
Yeah. So I understand the mindset of it, but they need to they should have dialed it back a little bit, and they should have gone with running the football more consistently, but
especially because Gus was carving him up. He was looking good, and then they just completely pulled him. Yeah, they just completely pulled him, and you barely saw JK. You barely saw. Oh yeah, exactly right. Alex Silva with the comment of the night. We need to give a game ball to McPherson. By the way, everybody in the chat, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also, send in your best overreactions, by the way. Send in your best. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Young West. Here we go. This is exactly what was giving me a stroke. QJ needs to attack the ball in the midair. He keeps just waiting for the ball to get to him. Body catching. And you know what's the worst part, Frown? Every time I see this man try and catch a ball that's, not placed perfectly into his chest by the son of Odin throwing piss missiles, it just reminds me more and more of what Jeff said. You remember what he said when he was on here? It's very hard, this stage in their careers to teach guys a different way to catch. Like, I understand he's not Mike Williams, but my God, dude, high point the damn football. I'm sure they told you that in high school. What is he, 6'5"? 6'3"?
No, he's 6'3".
6'3", go get the ball. He was trying to do this, Frown, with a corner right on. You know what I mean? Like, contested catches, you have to go get it. It is what it is. There was a few times. Oh, yeah. Angel right here.
Come out here, bow down, acknowledge me, apologize.
Exactly.
And let's move on.
Exactly. I love what hold on, where is that? Yeah. Hi, Angel. Oh, hi, Angie. Yeah, Angie, you're totally 100% right. People are trying to sleep at the house. I said, if I'm gonna suffer this shit, everybody's gonna be up with me. I was pissed. But the other part of it was that was about the worst I've seen the defense play also. Okay, I'm glad he's in a good mood. You better make him work Monday. I'll tell you that. No victory Monday for this one. No victory Monday for this one.
Dan, I didn't feel like it. Like, I know a lot of the criticism is going to come towards the defense, but at the end of the day, you have to kind of tip your hats off to them, because at the end of the game, they netted up. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Like, they really know.
The pressure got to him. The pressure got to Burrow also. There's a few times where if he would have connected, my God, that would have been a bad thing. But, I mean, it is what it is.
You know what's funny? I turned to Eric and Dante and I say, for some reason, I feel like Joe was trying to hit the home run. And that was his problem. He needed to keep on, like, getting those little chunk plays that they were doing. And at the end, I think he just got fidgety. He just started. He started trying to fit the ball where it didn't need to be. But
the problem was they were a little bit sloppy today tackling. There was a few times they had a Burrow arm tackle break.
In the second half.
There was one time. Well, yeah, it's a tale of two halves again, and they can't do this and try and get to where they. There you go. Thank you. Hold on, let me pull this up. Hold on. We didn't charge Rhim, but my PTSD came back. Do you understand how much shit I would have had to eat tomorrow for if they would have pissed this away? That cheese-eating bastard, I'm sure, wanted to text me. Then they saw they pulled it out. All of a sudden, he couldn't text me. I can't do it. I can't do it, Frown. I can't do another game like this. It's not for me. That life is not for me. It's that
simple. This is a different team. This is not what the Chargers have been. This is not what the fans should get used to. When we got moments where we should win, we're trying to hold it down and make sure we do that. And that's what we prepare to do. That's what we work for. So nothing's guaranteed, but we're working for it. Good.
That's my thing.
Dayon wasn't happy. Dayon wasn't happy after the game.
I wouldn't be either.
He was telling me, he's like, I was disappointed in myself. I had a sack on Burrow on fourth. I think he said on a fourth down, and he slipped out of his tackle. So that was definitely they do need to get better at that, especially with what's coming up. You're facing Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, you have to take him down.
Especially the biggest thing is not only Lamar Jackson. Set that aside because that doesn't scare me as much. But I'm gonna get to this right now. But you're facing Derrick Henry, dude. Derrick Henry, if you don't tackle, he's going to go off. And I was with you. The whole time I was watching this guy on the field, I was about to shit myself. I was so pissed. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Dude, like, it's just the same shit I've seen years past, dude. What are we doing? My God. I think just like everybody else in the chat, I died 3 times tonight. I couldn't believe it. Must be a goddamn cat.
What was your reaction when McPherson missed the second field goal?
I said, please. Well, you saw what I put in the first half. I said, is this finally the time? Are the football gods finally with us? When he missed the field goal, I think that was the one where they had 1:30 left. You're saying the first one or the second one?
The second one.
I was like, dude, this is it. It's time. You got 1:30, 2 timeouts. Don't do anything stupid. March down the field. And if anything,
they went 3 and out, and then
no shit, he threw it 3 times. What are we doing?
They had the ball. They got the ball, and they ended up punting. and then it was 4 plays of 84 yards. I couldn't believe that throw to McConkey, and then the 2 throws to McConkey were ridiculous. He had 45 yards. Oh no, 56 yards on those 55 yards on those 2 catches, Dan. It was ridiculous. Lad finished with 6 catches for 123 yards. But yeah, I thought what?
No, I was gonna reply to Brett's comment right here. I think if we have Keenan and Mike, we're probably undefeated. Honestly, not even Eckler.
No. He said, "Oh yeah, no, not Eckler.
Not Eckler as much, but Keenan and Mike. If we had them with Lad, and then you don't have to rely as much on the other 2, undefeated, dude, undefeated. You know what's the only good part? I think is this the only game they've put up over like 25 points or no?
Yeah.
No, I guess there's one positive. Jesus.
What was your thought process when JK ran into the end zone?
The first thing I thought was the way this night's going, the fucker he fumbled it over the goal line when I saw the ball come out. I was like, if that is a freaking fumble out of the end zone, I'm going to break this TV screen in front of me. Luckily, it wasn't. He scored the touchdown. So we're all good.
Here's what JK had to say about that play.
What'd you say?
Yeah, so before when we called the timeout, I went to the sideline. Well, first, Bradley Bozeman was like, F it, go score. I was like, all right, I hear you. So I went to the sideline and asked Coach McDonald, like, you want me to score here? He said, F it, go score. So I knew I was going to score. Like, when we lined up, I just had a feeling I was going to go score, and that's what happened.
I'm fine with him trying to score. Like, I have no problem with that as long as he hangs on to the football. I think they still had 2 timeouts.
I wasn't in the locker room because I needed to come up here and get this done so that I can head out. But Joey Bosa, it's been a lot of games through the years where we've been put in that position and came up short. So I'm proud of everybody. He said there was a lack of belief among the team in the past to close those game situations, that they would mess it up, but things have changed.
Well, I'm glad, but I needed to change it a little more. I can't go through another one of those.
Remember what? By the way, are you going to thank Gilberto now for the win? Because he said he picked the Chargers.
What the hell does that guy know? We were trying to counteract 2 different curses tonight, and like Shane Gillis, we were dodging. It almost got us, but not tonight, dude. Oh, my God, that was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. I couldn't believe. You know what's the worst part? When I saw your tweet of Mac inactive, I said, this is how it starts. That's the first, what's it called? The drop. Huh?
Which one?
Your tweet about Mac being inactive.
Oh, yeah.
I said, there you go. That's the first one to drop. What else is going to happen? The first domino to fall.
Isn't it incredible that Joe Burrow has 3,000 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, 4 picks, and they're 4-7 this year? This was this is what Burrow had to say. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that's fine. No, put it
away. No, just real quick. It's only 7 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine. Damn.
Yeah. Why? Pretty self-explanatory.
What was the question? I didn't even hear it.
This is the most frustrating season he's ever had.
Well, look at him, dude. He looks defeated. Yeah. Well, dude, I couldn't believe, I was so proud. I was going to, if they would have done what I thought they were going to do, I was going to say, that was the most complete game they've ever played so far this season. But now, it's again a tale of 2 halves. They at least pull it out. But like in the first half, they had him beaten down and defeated. Defeated. He didn't know where he was going. And now he came out in the second half all of a sudden with new life, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, my God, in absolute heaven, what am I watching? Exactly, Jeff. Come on. Come on down to Moe's. Gosh, dang it. Oh, there's my boy. There's my dog. Hey, can you send the ambulance to my place of residence, please? I died 3 times tonight. Can you believe? I was telling him right now, I was like, I'm just glad they pulled it out. If not, I was going to get drunk tonight. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? I would not have been able to do it.
Hey, man. Hey, I think people should be happy, man. This is a game they would have lost before, man.
See, I don't like that right there. I don't like that one bit. That's trying to put shit on sugar. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah. Hey, I get it, man. We'll see, man. I think we found out. I don't know. I think we found out that they could close. They could close the game.
At least.
Because they would have lost the game.
Oh, don't remind me, dude. Don't
7?
remind me. I can't do this anymore. I told him, I was like, I will lose like we did against the Steelers and the Cardinals every time. I can't do this shit anymore. You know how much shit I would have had to eat tomorrow at work for charging and all this shit? Tarico brought it up. Everybody was starting to get excited because the memes were going to come back.
Yeah, man.
I signed up for Harbaugh. That's not the Harbaugh way. I'm not doing this anymore, dude. I can't.
Yeah.
I've probably just lost 10 pounds sweating through the whole thing, dude.
Look, man, I will say this is what happened. Short-handed DBs, people getting hurt. I think they know like what happened tonight too. Like I think they're happy, but they're also like, we cannot let this happen again.
Oh, you know what's the worst part? I was watching the Connor Stallions doc before the game. I was like, I'm about to call this fucker out of retirement, dude. We can't do this. Get his ass out of here. Jam the radio communication, something. My God.
Need some cheating.
Tell them how many heart attacks you had.
I had 3. Live, died. I couldn't believe it. The bastard misses 2 field goals. You tell me this. There's a minute 30. We throw with 2 timeouts left. Greg Roman thinking it's a great idea. Throw it 3 times, go 3 and out. What the hell are we doing, dude?
That was the other issue. Second half, the defense was on the field too much.
Exactly.
3 and out. I think the second half offense is a real concern. That I'll say that. Like when they don't know how to play with the lead. Like the way they played today in the second half is how they played in every single win. It was just like the Saints and the Titans, and it wasn't like a good offense. So
oh my God,
that's a real issue.
I've been watching this for 28 years. I can't do it anymore, dude. I can't do it. Do it. My God, dude, they took the gas. You know what's funny? The worst part is this today. I was thinking a little bit about the Lions game. I saw that. I was like, maybe that's kind of an asshole move. But now I'm like, yeah, right, dude. Come out and bury them. Make their grandchildren feel this. I can't go through taking the gas off the pedal just because we want to play nice in the league and everything else. I can't do it. Put 60 on these bastards. I can't do it anymore.
Literally. But I'm going to get you back to Fernando, man. Don't try to stay alive today, man.
I can't. I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Say something nice at my funeral. God damn it, they just pissed me off doing that stuff. My God.
Dan, let me get you something that's gonna relax you a little bit more. Texans in the first round of the playoffs. If the Chargers beat the Ravens next week, the Chargers have a 2-game lead on the Ravens for the 5th seed. They win next week. You can, and if they win next week, and let's just say for some reason the Panthers upset the Chiefs, right there you're talking division basically for that game that happens in Kansas City. So I'm telling you guys,
let's hope they can take it. Yeah,
we'll see what happens. But the Chargers are, and I understand there's a lot of frustration, there's a lot of heart attacks that happen, but at the same time, you guys have to understand, and this is what you guys signed up for. Like, I completely understand. Pablo, that's cool. He goes, Fernando and Dan and Daygo.
Pablo,
I was in that end zone.
It was loud, wasn't it? Was it? Oh,
it was really loud.
Dude, I could hear that on the TV, and I'm like, all of a sudden, these little bastards in commentary aren't. Shout out, Andy. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about then.
49 years.
49 or 40? There's 2 different numbers.
49 years.
All of a sudden, these bastards that commentary don't want to talk about how they can't fill the stadium and all this other crap, dude.
Let me just go back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
This is what you guys signed up for, and they have to get this stuff out of their system.
Yeah.
This was a step in the right direction. In the past, they would have blown this game, and that would have been all she wrote. These guys battled and stayed in, and I'm not trying to be positive. I'm just telling you guys, like, I've been around this team for too long,
I get it. Yeah.
And I've seen that. The only thing is, and somebody asked, how can they change the way they do things in the second half? It's by learning experiences. Today showed them what didn't work in the second half. So they, Dennis, that's going to be asked tomorrow why DJ Chark was a healthy scratch, or if he was a healthy scratch. But Mark and Nancy, you can't be talking about having Joe Burrow's number. I mean, they little by little. But
I love this. You see what Alex said here? Where all my SD haters at their super quiet.
Jorge's in the house.
Hilarious. Jorge! It's Christmas Miracle. No. The Christmas Miracle, my boy, is in February if they lift this bastard trophy over here.
Listen to Jamar Chase. I just saw this.
I play football on the field. I don't call plays, of course. So I can't really do nothing.
You think that's part of the finishing factor is plays stuff?
I don't know.
What do you say? I don't call plays?
Yeah, they asked him about what's happening late in games that they're not able to win, and he said, "I don't know. I don't call the plays."
Wow, my God, my
yeah.
God! I love what Rob said here. 47 years for me. I would love to have a nice season without heart attacks. Damn, I could not agree with you more, my guy. I could not agree with you more. Wanted to get to one comment over here real quick. Jeffrey saying, "Hey Dan, when you get a Coke sponsor, that you'll have to send a case to all your loyals." 100% to the Danimaniac Army or whatever. We'll figure out a name later. I can't even think about these things right now. My God. Having a stroke from after what I've seen.
Jorge is he was like, I'm heading back from the game. It was lit. A couple of Bengal fans in front of us were overconfident in pitches. Tom, I don't think so. I don't see Jim and Joe paying a receiver $25 million. I really don't. So
I want to pay, but you know what's funny? Like, again, this is just my opinion with it. But like Joe Burrow, that's why you don't take max deals, dude, to try and get more. Well, I don't know, because they haven't been able to figure out that offensive line at all. Like, that's been the craziest part. But moving forward, that would be my thing. Don't pay receivers. Pay guys up front so you can pound the rock, dude.
No, and I understand everybody saying, what do you see Jim and Joe paying for? Jorge, that's pretty obvious. They're gonna pay for offensive and defensive line help. I'm sure Christian Fulton's probably gonna be one of the ones that get an extension. But man, when Cam Hart left the game, that's kind of when this really changed for them. Cam Hart, God. And it's funny, I was talking to Derwin after the game, and Cam's like, and Derwin said, he's like 29-20, or he said effing ridiculous. He's like, dude, those guys are legit. So,
dude, and then did you see him bring down the hammer on, I forgot which one of their receivers? I was like, God.
Jorge, I do see JK having a chance to get re-signed. I think they're going to really want to bring him back, and I think they're going to like him. So I definitely think that they'll bring back JK. But, yeah, lastly, 5 minutos. No. 5. Sí. ¿Ya te vas a ir?
This fool.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Keep on good. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. Okay. Good.
My bad. So
that's right. We know it's a short one anyway tonight.
Yeah. So and we'll be back Thursday. It has to be Thursday this week because it's a Monday night game. But
because what?
It's a Monday night game.
Maybe not Thursday.
Oh, Wednesday.
There you go.
Okay, Thursday. Wednesday. No empieces con tu... Bueno, si quieres. Nomás saluda, no digas nada.
Look what tell him I saw him in the video that you sent of was it JK or who was it?
La pinche cerveza, imbécil.
¿Hasta no? Perdón.
Trying to get free marketing over there. Exactly, Jorge. Fernando runs SoFi. Exactly.
Mándales unos huevos. Okay, yeah.
What a dumbass. Oh, look at this. Look what Jorge said right there. Such a boss for pulling that whistle out.
No, and I'm not trying. Honestly, Jorge, I shouldn't be doing it because it's kind of quiet in here. So, no, well, this fool over here bringing on alcohol and stuff. But yeah, just I get it. Everybody is kind of on edge right now. And we'll get more into it on Wednesday when we talk about this. But I just really think that, again, and Dan's been saying it, they're playing right now with house money. Whatever you get out of this season is going to be great. If you get an AFC championship, holy crap. If you get a divisional game, incredible. 100%. If you get to the Super Bowl, wow.
If we get to the Super Bowl, who gives a shit anymore about anything? Build them the statue, retire the jerseys. It's all over. It doesn't matter.
You mean win it, though?
No, obviously. No, what did I say? Yeah, getting there is not enough. You got to win it.
Yeah.
Like I told Brock today, we were talking about football. I was like, dude, I don't even know, because he's a Patriot fan. I was like, I don't even know why you care anymore. You had 20 years of dominance. Give me 20 years of dominance. I'll never ask for another thing after that, dude.
Jorge, or guys that were here, how loud was it? Because I mean, we have plexiglass, so we can't really. I could tell when
it sounded loud on TV.
There was multiple times where I thought it was loud. Yeah, Mark and Nancy, this man is a danger to society, so I cannot have him say anything.
100%.
Like if he says something, this all goes away. So. Pablo, you're so right. JK said good night. Thank you for coming.
I know.
And you know, guys like JK, Bud Dupree, like, you know, they don't like the Bengals. And Gus Edwards, they're NFC or AFC North guys. So
that's my biggest thing, right?
That's great, Jorge. That is great.
Going off of Jorge's comment, fans are starting to show up. It's beautiful. Winning cures every single thing you could ever imagine. So you start winning, you'll see the sea of powder blues out there, whatever color of blue. Oh, so here we go. He said it was pretty loud, especially in the fourth quarter. Well, good, dude, because I can tell you, I think for the most part, I heard it super loud on TV. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Mark and Nancy. Yeah. Everybody, don't forget two things. Hit the like button. Help us out with the algorithms.
Yeah, we got 46 people in here. Please hit the like button.
Hit the like
crap
button
out of it.
Yeah. Make sure you check out the link. Oh, yeah. Is there a link in the description? I don't know. I'm talented. I just kind of show up and I talk. Link in the description.
What about Gilberto?
Check it out. No, he's. Can you? I'm going to get to that on Tuesday. Him trying to send me this horse shit in the group chat after the stroke I just had. But don't forget to hit the like button.
Subscribe.
Go check out the merch. Subscribe. Comment. Subscribe. Be a compa. Tell a compa.
I hope they're still out there, Jorge, so I can grab one. I hope they're still out there.
Yeah, the $6 hot dogs or whatever, most expensive hot dog I've ever had in my life.
And Dan, before we head out,
I'm in the Colt. I don't care.
Te doy las llaves y te vas a largar. No te voy a dar las llaves. No. Oh, no estoy en mute.
Yeah, you were on for that. My God.
No, ahorita ya nos vemos.
Interesting.
No, ahí espérate, ya acabé.
You're not on mute. You're not on mute. Obviously, some interesting things happening behind the scenes at SoFi Stadium. Chargers win, thank God. If not,
appreciate you, Pablo.
It would have started our week off on a shitty start, but it is what it is. Oh, here we go. Let's look at some of these. Oh, Dennis, I can't even think about that right now. I had a stroke the whole time thinking about that.
Brett, we appreciate that, man.
That's
if you're new here, we're all super nice, and the Compas always put on a good show. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. You are the best. You guys are all awesome.
Oh, my God. It's $8. Oh, hey, my God. Love this live. Here we go. DJ, shout out. Love this live. Keep it up for next week.
Dan, there you go.
Exactly, Jeff. We got to pull that summits down. That's pretty good. I completely forgot about that. You see how fired up I was and how I raged.
Remember, they were able to get pressure, and there was no Khalil Mack. I'm telling you, Dan, they don't worry. And you know what? I hope I don't catch flack for this one, but I'll say it. I thought Joey Bosa had a really good game. Okay. I thought he consistently got pressure on.
Yeah, and then he at least played the whole game, so a little bit
more.
But but he did. He just missed a few. He missed a few tackles. Dude.
Well, I mean, everybody was missing.
I know. I'm angry and I want to just scream.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Hit the like button.
Exactly, Pablo. Shout out.
Appreciate it, guys. We'll be back on Wednesday. I have to get going back to San Diego. Alex, I totally agree with that. I think
he stepped up a lot. Yeah,
him and Khalil Mack are going to have 10 sacks.
Jeffrey said, "Yes, sir. Get some rest, Dan. I'll give you the day off tomorrow." Shout out, Jeff. Appreciate you, my guy.
But everybody, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to smack the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Let other Charger fans know that we're here. It's a fun show. You guys know it. We love you guys. You guys are the best.
Wow.
Said, me and my girlfriend were at the game and have never heard SoFi that loud. That is awesome.
That's awesome.
Jorge, I think it's going to be a 2-hour drive.
Oh, yeah, 2
hours. So I won't be home till midnight, 1 in the morning. So, all right. Thank you guys so much. You guys are all awesome. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. You guys are the best. Don't forget, Wednesday. Be back Wednesday. Dan and I will jump in. We'll talk. Who are they playing? The Ravens. You know what? Kris Rhim used to cover the Ravens. Maybe I can get him to jump on with us and have some fun. Dan, what do you think about that?
Oh, I always love having Kris on. We had a good time right now. And the worst part is right now, I was trying to be so careful because I'm like, not trying to get him in trouble with the mothership or any of that stuff. But
hey, by the way, if you guys just came in, we did have Rhim on at the beginning for about 5 minutes. He was trying to talk Dan off the ledge. So that was great. Alex, honestly, dude, all we care about, he said, I love that you guys don't worry about super chats and read the chats. Alex, all we care about is building a community. We love you guys. You guys are awesome. And that's all we're about. We're not about all that stuff.
We're a family, baby.
Yeah, so we love that, and you guys are all awesome, and appreciate you guys so much. Dennis, you are the man. Let's eat Raven tacos.
I'm down.
In Mexico, they might do that, so just letting you know. But again, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. Dan, get us out of here, please. Por favor.
Be a compa, tell a compa. At least our Monday's not going to be as shitty now. Let's have a great freaking week, everybody. On to freaking Baltimore. Let's go.